Good morning from the Wonder of the Seas. If you're just joining us, this is our first cruise, and today we have a sea day. We're on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas, and we're at sea headed back to Coco Key or Coco Cay to have our perfect day. But today it's a sea day, and we have lots of activities planned. But I'm starting early this morning. It's about 7 o'clock, and I'm going to go to the Solarium, and I'm not in my swimsuit this morning. I'm just going to have some lounge time and read a book and grab some breakfast in the Solarium Bistro. Ryan is headed to the spa. He's gonna get a groom and shave. So he's getting a haircut and a shave, and so he'll be all spiffy to go home. And but we are excited about today. Lots of fun activities, so stay tuned. So the Solarium is like practically empty this morning, so if you want to have a place that's almost to yourself, like come to the Solarium at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like there's just a few people up here reading. There's like a couple people, like one person in a hot tub, but you can basically have the place to yourself. And it's like really beautiful here up this morning. The sun, recent sunrise. So I'm just gonna sit here and relax for a bit and just enjoy a slow morning. I really like these topiary figures that they have in here. They have some giraffes, and there's a big giant gorilla over here. I'll show you. See how empty it is in here? They're just cleaning. There's like nobody in the hot tubs. Like this pool, well, this pool's not open yet, but that pool's like never empty. It says bather load 12, and there's always like 25 people in it. Okay, here's our gorilla. Isn't he cute? He's like really big. You can't climb on him, that's what the sign says. But you can have a selfie with him. I'm gonna go down here to these loungers that are just like at the front of the ship and watch the ship move. See, they're all empty. This is your time, people. Come at 7, get a seat. Oh, it's actually 7:15. You don't even have to get her at 7. You're gonna have an extra 15 minutes of sleep. But look at this view. Like, wouldn't you just want to start your morning like this? Get your cup of coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but get a cup of coffee, glass of water, tea. Good way to start the day. All right, we have special lunch plans today at noon, so I'm gonna go ahead and head into the Solarium Bistro so that I can get some breakfast. It's about 8 o'clock and they're just opening up. You might want to check the app for the hours because they change in there every day. This buffet has similar items to the Windjammer, but maybe a little bit less. They are doing an omelet station here, and they have like all the regular stuff like eggs and waffles and pancakes. They've got lots of fruit, deli meats, things like that. So they do have your hot breakfast and cold items. Okay, I got several things to try. I probably won't eat all of this, but I got a little bit of bacon and sausage, some of the breakfast potatoes, and some fruit. They had like these little raspberry parfaits, and then they had a banana pancake. I got a little bit of grits, and I had them make me an omelet with some peppers, mushrooms, and ham, cheese. I just wrapped up breakfast at the Solarium Bistro, and it was really tasty. The omelet was really good, freshly made omelet, and the fruit was really sweet and juicy this morning. The pineapple and watermelon tasted so good. I also just enjoyed their potatoes. So this is a good place to have breakfast, and if you come early, like when they first open, it's not that crowded. You can bring your kids in here, but everything was just fresh, and it was really good. So I recommend Solarium Bistro. That's our second time to have some breakfast in there, and it's just like a little more peaceful than the Windjammer. It's not as busy, it's not as crazy, so you'll have fewer choices, but still lots to choose from, and you won't go hungry. I am back in the Royal Theater this morning for the Captain's Corner. I'm waiting on Ryan. He went to the spa this morning to get a haircut and a shave, and he's been MIA in the app. We don't have text messaging, but we've been messaging through the app. And so he's MIA, so hopefully he'll be here soon, and we'll get to hear all about the ins and outs of the ship and how things work a little bit behind the scenes.
I made it just in time for the captain's corner call in the theater here with Joni, but I've finished my rejuvenation shave and groom. So got a haircut, got a shave, got a beard trim, got some facial stuff. Joni says my skin's glowing now. Looks very good. Apparently I have dry skin, didn't know that. But of course he did the usual product sell at the end.
Oh yeah.
Where he was like,
mine, thankfully my facial wasn't too
it wasn't
too high pressure.
I got like an okay deal. I mean, they had some credits, so I was able to use some credits for the facial, but then he offered me like $500 worth of product afterwards. He's like, and this is $119, and this is $119, and this is, I'm like, I'm good. I don't need anything else.
We don't need $100 products.
Yeah, so, but it was good. It was good. I fell asleep, I think, at one point when there was like a mask on me. He walked off. I had like 5 hot towels like throughout the whole thing. 2,204 international crew. We had a crew member tell us they had 1,000 crew members, but apparently it's over 2,000. That's a lot of crew members.
1,000 seemed small for running the whole ship.
Yeah.
And they recently had their anniversary of the maiden voyage, 3 years,
Yeah.
March 4th.
So, well, do you have some questions you're going to ask the captain?
No, do you have any?
I probably could come up with some, but
I'm guessing a lot of the things, I don't really have any questions, but I'm guessing he'll answer a lot of things that we might be curious about.
probably. There's a lot of people in here. I'm actually kind of, I mean, I assumed if they had it in the theater, they were expecting a big turnout. But,
Yeah, I mean, it's not full like a show,
but there's a few hundred people here.
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see what the captain has to say.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Anybody here who doesn't like AC/DC? Oh, you got quiet.
All right, we finished the captain's corner, and now we are headed up to Central Park here. We're gonna meet up with our behind-the-scenes food tour at Giovanni's. So should be starting here pretty quick. It's at 11, supposedly. Our thing says 12, but the guy told us to be here at 11, so I guess we'll need to talk to someone here and make sure we're in the right place and doing the right thing. So we'll do that.
But did you tell them about the captain's corner?
Yeah, we just finished the captain's corner. It was really good, really informative. He was a really friendly guy.
It lasted about an hour.
Took a lot of questions.
About an hour, yeah. But if you have any kind of like, if you're curious about how anything works, have a question, like he will just answer whatever questions come up. It's mostly just Q&A, but he told us that last night when the ship was swaying, remember I told y'all about like I was walking in the solarium and like almost fell over. He said we were hitting 6.4 meter swells, which is about 18 to 19 feet swells. And so that was what was making the ship like really sway last night. And he said it's kind of like remnants from the storm that had been following us earlier in the week, the storm that had crossed the U.S. like with the tornadoes and everything. So anyway, I was telling Ryan, I was like, we were on like in the Keys a few years ago in the Florida Keys, and we went out snorkeling one day and it was like 2.5 foot swells, which I was like, oh, that doesn't sound that bad. And I was like sick as a dog, like bleh, feeding the fish. Like you can see that video on our channel, but like,
It didn't make us sick at all.
Oh no, last night. No, I
Yeah.
didn't feel sick at all, but I was just thinking like how sick those 2.5 foot swells made me on like a smaller boat, and just like, wow, 18, 19 feet is like huge.
That is one of the advantages to being on a giant ship.
Yeah. Like you could feel it, but thankfully we haven't felt like, it hasn't made us nauseous or dizzy or anything. Well, there's a few moments like you'll get a little bit of that like whoosh feel like in your stomach or your head, kind of like if you were like on a roller coaster or something, that like kind of like a drop. I have felt that, but it just lasts like a little moment. But anyway, also like one of the more interesting facts that I learned that he just told us about was that somebody asked about the fuel that this ship takes to run, and he said that they put about 1.2 million gallons of fuel on the ship, and it lasts about a week. He said it costs about $110,000 a day just in fuel to run the ship, and then he said the second largest cost is food, and he said it's about $95,000 a day just for food to run the ship. So like just thinking about the cost, like I mean those are like exorbitant costs to like fathom, but he made a joke about everybody, if you have money left in your bank account, go to the casino and make a donation.
I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, but anyway, it was kind of interesting just to think about some of those costs and like think about how much fuel, like just how much energy it takes to run these things, you know. He did have a discussion. There were some questions about like other fuel sources, and we talked about like solar or electric being an option. It's just like not reasonable for the amount that it takes. But he did talk about maybe like nuclear power being an option in the future.
On the newer ships are using natural gas.
Natural gas, yeah. So anyway, it was very interesting, especially if you want to know more about like the ins and outs, how things work. So
yeah,
I would go.
All right, we're gonna go check in for our tour.
They said they're getting ready for room service right now.
Yeah.
Is there an executive chef for the whole main dining room?
Yeah, for the whole, over the whole restaurant.
So after we got a tour of the kitchens, we got to come down here to 150 Central Park, and now we're gonna have like a multi-course meal, and they give you a little sampling of like one of the best dishes from each of the signature restaurants. Well, not each of them. I don't see Mason Jar on here, but most of the signature restaurants. So we're gonna get to try like a tuna tartare from Wonderland and a risotto from Giovanni Table. So I'm looking at the menu. And then they're serving us a filet mignon and shrimp from Chops Grill, and then fried cheesecake from 150 Central Park. So this is going to be a really fun experience.
Yeah, it's a St. Peter's spritzer.
It's from Hooked Restaurant,
Hooked.
The seafood restaurant. The bread, this might be the bread in this restaurant, I don't know. Probably this 150 Central Park bread. Ryan was like, we hadn't seen that bread yet.
Where they been keeping this bread at?
in this kitchen.
The buttery garlic bread.
Hey, the bread's been pretty good.
The bread has been good, but this is different bread.
Those pumpkin seed rolls are pretty good. They gave us a little starter. She said the sushi is from Azumi, the deviled egg from Mason Jar, the scallops here from 150 Central Park, and then the little kind of charcuterie from Giovanni's Table, Giovanni's Kitchen. What do you think of raw tuna?
Oh, really? I mean, I eat raw tuna and other things. Tartare is probably like my least favorite way to eat it. Whether having sushi or poke.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
This is from Wonderland.
So the fruit part.
It's got these little crispy Parmesan chips. Those look good.
Yep, they're good.
I'm a little nervous to try it.
I'll just try it.
Okay. Now we're having our second course, and it's a risotto, mascarpone cheese risotto with crab meat. It's got some peas and Parmesan in it, and it's really good. The tuna tartare from the first one was okay. It's like kind of like eating poke or something. Anything with raw fish, if you like that texture, you probably will like it. But it's not my favorite. But this risotto is really good. You like yours? Ryan's almost done with his already. I guess he liked it. We got our main course, and it looks really good. It's filet mignon from Chops Grill with the spicy shrimp, and then like mashed potatoes and asparagus and some broccoli and a tomato that they even peeled the tomato. It's like fancy plate. So it looks really good. I'm excited to try it. See? Tasty. I hope the shrimp aren't too spicy though. We'll see. Okay, Ryan. Dessert time. It's always your favorite time.
Dessert time is my favorite time. Today we have fried cheesecake. It's got Nutella. I'm assuming inside of it, it's got some whipped cream. It's got some caramelized popcorn. There's Nutella on the sides.
Yeah, it's like on the garnish.
But yeah, it's a mascarpone cheese, is what he said. No,
It's a whipped
that was
cream.
The risotto. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to it. Should be good.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, you try one. Let us know how it is.
Okay. Deep fried cheesecake, just like at the.
It's like at the fair. Yeah, it's like a fair food.
Sweet.
What do you think?
It's very
Does it
good.
taste like the fair?
It's like being at the rodeo.
Yeah, it's just like being at the rodeo. Come to 150 Central Park. Get fair food. Just kidding. Yeah, that was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Because you got to like see the back, the kitchen. I mean, it wasn't like a whole big old giant tour, but you got to like get a feel for what happens in the main dining room.
Yeah.
And then we had a delicious meal.
Yeah.
Now you see why people go to specialty restaurants. We were like, let's just do the basic everything. Let's not pay any extra money. But now if you're a cruiser out there and you've done this before and you're like, yeah, that's why people pay for specialty
This is the only
restaurants.
food we paid for this trip.
No, most of the food all week has been pretty good.
Yeah.
But now I can see that the food at the specialty restaurants is like just better. Yeah.
Now we're
The
going.
service was really excellent. You know, they had like a maitre d', and he would introduce the dishes.
Yeah, everything
and
was really explained.
yeah, it was just a nice experience, relaxing to do in the middle of the day on a sea day.
And speaking of relaxing experience, that's what we're about to do right now. Let's just relax.
So we're gonna go try to find. So like Ryan's been just like longing for a soft, cozy space.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go try to find the card room. I think we.
know where it is.
Well, we went earlier this week, but we didn't really do anything there.
I'm gonna go sit there and read a book. I don't know what Johnny's gonna do.
Yeah, so he might sit there and read a book. I don't know. I might go back up to the Solarium because if it's not too busy, because I really like looking out at the sea.
Yeah. Might as well.
Well, I have my book here and then the sea.
This is your chance to look at the sea.
Yes. Yeah. One more day to look at the sea.
So we're gonna relax a little bit this afternoon, and then we'll be back for dinner tonight.
Yeah, because we didn't just eat enough for like 2 days worth.
Yeah.
He looks like a monkey.
Is it a monkey or is it a walrus? I don't know what it is.
No, it's a monkey.
Is it a monkey? Okay, Johnny thinks it's a monkey.
Yeah, we don't have anything for him to hang on. Sometimes I see they hang the monkeys from the ceiling, but
We also have a tip sheet for Coco K on what to bring.
what to bring for Coco?
And we have a tip sheet on our departure.
Aw.
How to get off the ship. So
Nobody wants to go home. Well, Ryan might want to go. But yes, we still have a day. We won't look at this till tomorrow.
okay, I'll look at it now. All right, so I got some stuff left on that as well.
We stopped inside the park cafe because Ryan's making a hot tea, and I got some ice for my water bottle. Well, it currently has Coke Zero in it, but my Coke Zero / water bottle. But this place looks pretty good for lunch. They've got like a salad bar, like a make your own, like where that you can have them make a salad for you, or like this roast beef sandwich, the Royal Kumawek. But it looks pretty good. So if you're looking for a quick grab and go lunch, this would be a good option. So I tried to go to the This or That game show, and I was like 20 minutes early in the Boleros. It's on the Promenade, Deck 5. It's like one of the lounges. But they was already full. Like there was no seating, and so I'm just gonna join Ryan in the game room and just sit and read for a little bit and relax. But one thing I've learned here is like you really do have to kind of get places like early if you want to do some of the activities and some of the like, especially like the game shows and things like that. People do arrive pretty early and they like hold seats and stake out seats, and so just something to be aware of, that if you want to participate in some of the activities, like plan to arrive early and plan to wait. I've also been curious, like, what kind of cruise are you? If you're a cruiser out there, let us know. Like, are you the like lounge by the pool all day, every day that you can cruiser? Or are you more of like go do all the activities, hang out in the lounges, like all day? And like, do you have kind of like a set, or is every day different based on like what you feel like that day? I'm just kind of curious, like if people have their routines. Like, are you a lounger every day? Or you like, let me go do all the trivia or the word searches and the game shows? Or are you just more like, hey, what do I feel like today? I'm just gonna like, it switches up. I'm just curious. I'm just kind of curious, like what kind of cruisers are out there and how people cruise and how they choose their activities. And I have felt a little bit overwhelmed because I'm like, you know, there's so many things going on. It's like, well, do I want to do this? Do I want to sit here and listen to music? Do I want to go to this game show? Do I want to do like a line dancing class? Do I want to, you know, go just sit by the sit in the lounger and look at the sea. I don't know. It's like hard to pick. But anyway, how do you decide? All right, thanks. Okay, so my game show was a bust. No seating. The card room was a bust because it was kind of full and noisy. There was a couple tables with just chairs, but if we just wanted to sit and read, it wasn't a good option. So now we're in the Schooner Bar. It's like on the promenade area, kind of like on deck 6, above the promenade, and there are some like more comfortable seats and couches and things like that. So that's where we're hanging out now for a little bit. Not us. Oh yeah, we're good. So now we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. I'm like really close to finishing a book, so I'm gonna see if I can finish it up. And I guess Ryan is reading too, but I don't know. We just like, it feels like hard to escape the people today on this sea day. I guess people are tired of the pools, so they're like finding other places to just hang out. So anyway, that's where we're at today. Yay! The rising tide is moving now. You can see it's already going up some, and it'll go up past us and then all the way up to deck 8. So it goes from deck 5 to deck 8. That's the one the other night. It was stuck. It was like stuck in the air about where it is right now. And Ryan was curious how they were going to get people off. There's Ryan. He's reading. I need to finish my book. I'm really close to finishing. But you can see here the Schooner Bar. It's kind of like a cozy spot. I finished my book, and Ryan was falling asleep in the chair. So he went to the room to go take a nap. So I'm heading out to the boardwalk because they have a steel pan family jam, and I'm a little bit late, so I probably won't participate, but I'm going to go see what it's all about, okay? Okay, so they had some of the Caribbean band drummers out there, like teaching them how to play the steel drum, but it kind of did not sound good. It was a little bit annoying, so I was like, I'm not going to hang out here for very long. But if you have kids with you or something, that like probably would be fun to go do. Okay. We haven't gotten to do this abyss slide yet. I don't know if we'll try to do it or not. We have to wear closed-toed shoes, so. Back in the solarium. This is the best place I like to be. I just like watching the sea go by. It's makes you feel like you're at the beach, kind of, because you can just like see the ocean going on and on and on. So yeah, everywhere feels crowded today. I walked through the pool deck to get here from the boardwalk, and it was like crowded, crazy. Everywhere's just crazy. I think people are just kind of trying to, you know, they're maybe restless. It's the last day. I feel a little restless, but day before last sea day. So anyway, I'm just gonna sit here and watch the sea roll by.
All right, we're headed off to dinner. Joni came down and woke me up. I was asleep. I had a very good nap this afternoon. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm catching up on sleep or not sleeping well, or if it's just the swaying of the boat just lulls me into a peaceful slumber. But I've been super sleepy several times on this ship. So, but anyway, now we're just walking down to dinner. We're gonna go down. It's Royal Night, so that means we get lobster tonight, which should be really good. And we're gonna have some nicer options to eat tonight. And then after that, we've got an Effectors 2 show, but it's at like 10 p.m. because we couldn't get the earlier time. So we'll see. We might try to sneak into an earlier one. We might not. We might try to do something creative after dinner to keep ourselves awake until 10. We'll just see what happens. But those are our plans, and we'll see you guys at dinner. So to start off tonight, we had not cucumber. It was an avocado melon salad. Avocado melon salad with some apricot. It was really good. It was really refreshing, light. It had some figs in there. No apricots. Figs and oranges. It all tastes the same to me, apparently.
It's really good.
And pine nuts, yeah. It was really light, really refreshing, good citrusy taste. We're both kind of like still, I think, full from our mega lunch we had. So we're going with like kind of lighter options tonight for dinner. Although there's a lot of good things on the menu that we probably would enjoy and want to try. But the salad was good.
Every time I see fruit, I want to have fruit, which is not normal. I don't eat a lot of fruit. It's in my head. Why? I'm careful. So, yes.
I thought it was because maybe it's like you're trying to prevent scurvy. Like your body's like, I need vitamin C so I don't get scurvy. So that was my theory.
I was like it knows I'm on a ship.
Scurvy prevention, yeah.
Did people only get scurvy on ships?
Yeah, it started on boats, right?
Yeah, so why did people get scurvy outside of boats?
I don't know. There's a story behind that. I used to know it, but I don't know anymore.
Ryan used to read the encyclopedia when he was a kid.
I did. I used to read the encyclopedia for fun.
You know, a lot of facts. A lot of fun facts.
I've forgotten all those now, so I don't know the story behind scurvy, but I know it has something to do with the ocean, and I know that vitamin C helps prevent it.
We don't internet, so you can't.
And I can't Google it, so
If you know,
just pure speculation at this point. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Somebody give us a history on scurvy.
Okay, it's royal night, so you can get a lobster tail tonight. Only one, and then if you want more, it's $16.99. So we both got the lobster. Plus, if that lobster is a little lighter, you could order like steak and a lobster, or fish and a lobster, or anything else on the menu on lobster. But since we had steak for lunch, we're just going with lobster. But it looks pretty good, and they serve it with the drawn butter. So I haven't had lobster in a really long time. You can see I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it out of the tail. So we'll work on our lobster. We'll let you know. Ryan got baked Alaska. He said he's never had it before.
Never had it.
It's different than when I've like seen it in movies and stuff.
It's baked Alaska.
Neapolitan ice cream wrapped with cake, and then the meringue that's like toasted meringue.
Yeah.
How do you say it? What is the meringue? What do they do to it?
Toast it, scorch it, burn it. They burn the meringue.
How is it? Is it good?
Expertly burned.
We might end up switching desserts here because I thought what would normally Ryan would get. I got the molten chocolate cake, but I do like molten chocolate cake, but sometimes chocolate cakes are like too rich for me. Yeah, it's kind of not really molten.
Good.
It's kind of not really molten. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like just chocolate with a little bit of sauce on it. It's good though. It tastes like the molten chocolate cake. Chocolate milk.
Just finished up our dinner and changed some clothes in our cabin, and now we are doing another little door tour here, looking at different doors. People that have some fun stuff on their doors. Did some door surveys where people were asking questions.
I was thinking it'd be, oh sorry, I have the hiccups. I was thinking it'd be fun to have like a scavenger hunt, like a door scavenger hunt. Do you guys know of anything like that? We just stopped to look at the ocean because it is like so blue. You know, you don't usually get to see this because like, unless you're on a cruise ship, you're not in like deep ocean like this. And it's like cobalt almost. It's like so blue because the sun's setting, so the sun's not shining through it. And it's like deep water, so it's like so dark blue. It's like beautiful. Like you can see it in the camera. But it's gorgeous. And then with the like, what is that called where the ship's going and it makes the like frothing? What'd you call that?
Foam?
Well, I mean it's foam, but what do you call this where the ship's moving through the
It's
water?
like stirring up the water. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cutting the water.
There's probably a name for it, but I don't know.
There's a nautical term, I'm sure.
But it's just really pretty because you've got that like white, and then it goes into that like deep blue. It's really pretty. I could just look at the sea. I mean, I could like literally, I was telling you guys that in the solarium earlier, but like I think I could just sit and just watch the sea all day long. That might be scary for some people.
Maybe.
I don't know. People that don't want to get stuck at sea. Maybe it's scary.
Just did some looking off the back. We tried to see the sunset, but the sunset was behind clouds, so I couldn't really see it. But we did just kind of admire the ocean for a little bit and look off the back of the boat. You can see all the wash from the propellers and how it's coming out. Yeah, we're being chased by a, we learned this in the captain's corner today. We've got a carnival ship that's like kind of pacing us. So
They were starting to turn on their lights so we could see them in the distance.
Yeah, they're a pretty good ways behind us, and they're off to the side.
They're chasing us.
But yeah, so we're trying to keep Carnival at bay. And when we also, what else did we do?
Yeah, we could watch the rock climbers through like the back of the aqua theater, and we could see their little trap door where they, when the divers dive into the water and they come out of the pool, we could see the backstage.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the secret area in the aqua theater, so that was cool. Yeah, it's fun. The running track's nice. It's like really peaceful and quiet.
And you can see all the life-saving equipment. It makes you feel secure.
Yep.
On the ship.
So many different ways you can get off the boat in some kind of raft or boat or contraption type thing. So, but yeah, it's really nice. It's really peaceful. There's like no one out here right now. So it's a great time to just kind of walk around and enjoy the evening breeze on the ocean. We found our first duck. We found a little mini duck. Little tiny duck.
We're gonna take it. I think we're gonna take it and rehide it so that we get to participate in the fun.
All right, I'll let you take it.
But look how cute he is. He's like a little mini tiny duck. Okay, let's see if we can hide him somewhere. I have groundbreaking news. It happened at the shuffleboard court. I won with 50 points, and I never get to win. Ryan is like usually
The
better.
ultimate athlete, I think, is the
Well,
phrase.
no. Maybe at physical sports sometimes I have a better chance. But like any kind of board game we play or whatever, he's always winning. So I actually won shuffleboard. I kind of got into my groove and I started scoring points, and I scored 50 points, guys. That's pretty good. How many did you get?
44. I think.
So we were pretty close. And nobody got 10 off. So we just were racking up those points.
Yep.
50 is probably really bad for actual shuffleboard, but
It's good for us.
for me, it's the best I've done. And I won. So yay, yay, yay. Oh, it costs $2 just for one play, even like skee ball. We talked to a lady with the family, and they had brought their kids into the arcade, and she said like everything costs $2. So you can rack up some spending in the arcade.
A lot of games.
Yeah, it looks fun. Yeah. Do you have a budget for it?
Sports zone. We got ping pong tables up here. We got a basketball court.
It's like busy up here, man.
People are into basketball. They're getting after it. And then over here we'll have the ultimate event. There's some deck chairs. Probably not as many people I would have guessed use those deck chairs, since they're like nowhere near the pool.
Well, plus this probably gets kind of noisy at the basketball court.
Yeah. And then over here you have the flow rider.
Oh, I hadn't seen this yet.
So you've got people surfing and cruising.
Is it still on? Yeah, though that's where we're heading is putt-putt.
It looks very intimidating.
It does look intimidating. I don't know if I want to go on it.
Right
I don't
now. You
know.
go on it?
I don't know. It does look kind of scary, doesn't it? At night.
So here's putt-putt. Walking past now.
It looks cool at night.
Yeah.
All the lights
It
on
also
it.
has a different vibe because you won't see a lot of the painted colors, but you'll see the lights and stuff at night.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to figure out how to play.
There's the putts.
Oh, there you
Putters.
go. So we got the putter and ball. We get going. Well, we got rained out for mini golf. There's a little bit of a light. Well,
It's like sprinkling.
It's like sprinkling, yeah, a little bit, but it's like kind of pelting in hard, and it's really windy.
Ryan redeemed himself though. We played 7 holes out of 9, and he definitely was redeeming himself from the shuffleboard incident. he was beating me at mini golf. The little golf balls are kind of like they're like kind of lightweight. I guess
They're made out of biodegradable material.
Yeah, and so like it's a little bit different feel to like hit them, but it was still fun. The course was fun. You have to kind of like the sides aren't really deep enough to stop the ball, so people were like chasing their balls all over the court. But it was fun, and at night it was kind of cool because it's got like the little lights, and there's like little rocks that have light that are all lit up, and so this whole deck is cool. Like even the pool deck and everything is cool to come see at night.
It's fun to explore at night.
Yeah.
The beach pool at 8:45 on a sea day.
Stays open till 10.
Yep.
We didn't have a show tonight until 10, so I tried to talk Ryan into putting our swimsuits on after dinner and like going to do the water slides and the pool and the whirlpool. And I was like, look, we basically would have had it to ourselves tonight.
It is really windy and cold.
Well, it is kind of windy, and it's just started raining a little bit, but
it wouldn't have been a super
it wasn't an hour ago. But anyway, hot tip, if you don't like want to do anything else in the evening after dinner, or you have an early dinner, just come to the pool.
There you go.
You might have it to yourself.
Nice peaceful night on the ship. Very windy though.
I think we could consider one of these balconies for us. Because you like Central Park.
I do like Central Park, yeah. It feels like I'm not on a ship.
And
I like places on the ship that make me feel like I'm not on the ship.
But I do like watching the sea, so maybe we would need an external balcony.
Okay.
We could try both. Welcome back to the Royal Theater. We are here tonight for a show called The Effectors 2, Crash and Burn. From what I have heard or read about the show is that it's like the
thank you though for letting us know.
it's like the Avengers. It's like the Royal Caribbean Avengers. It's like they're superheroes.
In a musical form though, right?
Yeah, musical form of the like superheroes. So this should be interesting. But it uses technology, like it uses drones, and Ryan's a drone pilot in his everyday life, if you don't know that. So that's kind of cool because we like drones. Pays the bills. So that'll be kind of fun to see. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Everybody I've heard said it's like a really fun show. So this is like one of our last shows that we have booked ahead. So I think we have comedians tomorrow night, but that's the last one. But
this is the last big one.
Last big one, yeah. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing it. So we'll let you know how it is.
We just finished watching The Effectors 2 in the Royal Theater, and it was a show. There was just a lot of things going on. It was really good all in all, I think, honestly. I mean, technically it was incredible. Like the lighting design was amazing. The way they incorporated video into it, the drone swarm was really, really cool. I mean, technically it was the coolest show I've probably ever seen.
The aerial, like the way they use...
aerials, multiple aerial like things going on at one time. I mean, it was very, very, very cool.
The technological aspects and like the way they incorporated technology into the show was really cool.
Yeah.
The talent was good.
The talent was good?
Yeah. I actually got to talk to one of the girls' cousins was sitting in the audience behind me before the show. And so that was kind of cool to just hear a little bit of behind the scenes, you know.
There was one girl that was lip syncing. I think maybe she was like a sub in or something for someone else. Although she was part of the cast of the other show.
Her songs were hard though.
Her songs were really hard.
Maybe her songs would have been hard to sing live.
Maybe she was sick today.
Plus she was spinning around in the air and stuff.
That's true, yeah. She could maybe she lost her voice or something, and that's like their backup plan is to have it recorded. That would be smart since there's no one else on the ship that's going to sing it for her.
And she lip sync well. I don't know. Maybe not everybody would notice.
Yeah. But she was the only one doing it, so that makes me think that that's not the normal playing. I don't think that's what they normally do. I think there was something going on with that and so I don't know what it was, but
overall the music was fine.
Yeah, the music was good. It was I mean, as far as like a show,
the plot is cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be, like, really fun, like, maybe for kids. Because it's, like, superheroes and the villains and
but
stuff.
it's a lot of, like, modern... Well, not all modern, but it's a lot of pop songs, like, mixed in with some original songs that kind of loosely throw a plot together. It was all over the place. Just the plot and story-wise.
The plot is a little cheeseball. But the show is still worth seeing because of the effects.
Yeah, because of the effects.
And the talent.
It's incredible, yeah.
Yeah.
They could just call it the effects instead of the effectors. And it would still
It could be like, come for the effects.
It'd still be fine. But yeah, so I would definitely see it.
It's a cool show. And I mean, I definitely think kids would enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, adults would enjoy it. I still can't say it. Adults will enjoy it too. There was actually a couple in front of us, and they were like, they live in Florida, and they were like, this is better than anything we've seen before at Disney and Universal. Like, as far as the effects and stuff, it is probably the best thing I've seen.
Yeah.
The way they incorporate technology and all that. But
it was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was good. You're not going to find a better show tonight on the ship. So I would go see it. But anyway, that's it for today. We're going to go to bed. It's after 11 o'clock.
It's our witching hour. No, I'm just kidding.
But tomorrow is Coco K, so we're gonna rest up tonight, and we're gonna get ready for our last port, kind of pseudo port day of the trip. So
yeah, it's our last day total.
It's the last day completely. Yeah,
it's the last day.
After that, we'll be heading to Port Canaveral as quickly as possible. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.